What's up? This is Jeremy Explains It All. Welcome back. Today we are in Manhattan, in the heart of New York, in Central Park. And we're continuing our CSM playlist today with a little bit of a twist. Today, instead of talking about the Scrum Master, we're going to talk about some of the important stakeholders they deal with on a day-to-day basis. In particular, we're going to focus on the difference between a product owner and a business analyst. Those terms are used interchangeably, and every organization, in many cases, treats it a little differently. So we're going to talk about it. I'm going to give you the honest feedback, the down low of really what do you need to know about each role, how, if they work together, how they can collaborate, and everything you need to know about those two rules. Let's get started. All right, I'm going to start off by just defining the roles. We're going to start first with the product owner. So the product owner, you're going to hear this term as part of Scrum Agile methodology. If you need a little more background on that, go watch my previous video. But again, so a product owner, what they're doing is it's a specific role within the Scrum framework, and they basically own the product, very simply, right? They're responsible for the requirements, the ultimate objective of the project. This is usually a stakeholder that has decision-making authority, which is really important that, hey, like my word goes, whatever I decide is the way forward. So that's the essence of a product owner. Now let's kind of compare that to a business analyst. A business analyst usually rolls up their sleeves a little more, gets their hands dirty. They'll produce more detailed requirements, documentation. They're often the bridge between the development team and the stakeholders and the client. And how they interact with each other, I'm going to go into more detail of that right now. All right, so now what we're going to do is focus on the interaction between the product owner and the business analyst. And here's where things get a little tricky. Every organization does something a little different. And that's part of the great part of Agile methodology. You really just kind of mend to the needs of your specific team. So when you hear those terms, don't be alarmed that every team is going to treat them a little different. Sometimes the business analyst might, be operating it as the Scrum Master, or you can have the business analyst as the product owner. The product owner could be doing business analysis. So don't get hung up on the terms. Focus on the actual roles and responsibilities of what they're doing in the day-to-day. And this is how I look at it, right? From my perspective, the best way to consider both of those roles, again, is the product owner is going to be some kind of higher level leader, executive, and decision maker. And the interaction between them I see in a normal team is that the business analyst supports the product owner. That's how you kind of want to frame it. That, hey, the business analyst is going to be working with the developers. They might be part of the daily stand-up and the team, daily interactions, helping the developers understand the vision of the product owner, right? They're going to help clarify the requirements, being that bridge with the product owner, who is the stakeholder and who's the ultimate decision maker. So that's one way to look at it. And again, my takeaway from all this is just know what you need to do to help your team succeed. Don't get hung up on the specific title of being a product owner, being a business analyst. Ultimately, you got to go into your team, you got to understand what they need. And in these two roles, it's really about the requirements. It's really about the business side and understand the ultimate objective and supporting the development team and making sure they reach the ultimate vision of what you guys are trying to accomplish. All right, so that's the gist of it. Again, if you want to take it to the next step now and go really deeper on the product owner route, there is the CSPO certification I highly recommend that you start looking into. But otherwise, if you're really interested in the Scrum Master track, as a Scrum Master, it's just super important to understand the entire scope, the entire environment, all of the roles, all of the responsibilities, because ultimately you're owning the processes. So it's really important you understand the role of a product owner. And ultimately, just best of luck in your day-to-day and continue at it. Continue learning, continue being agile. Okay, and that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We've got a lot more content coming, and we're looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks for watching.